Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Sam Darnold and the New York Jets.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right? Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness as well as a physical presence to help.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
This is Elliott. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
He was
calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
I love how he exploded on the national scene his redshirt freshman year when at the beginning of the season he was not named the starting quarterback, but when USC was struggling, he got an opportunity, and by the end of the year, the Rose Bowl MVP, an epic shootout with Penn State, and put him on the NFL radar in a big way.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Ball carrier. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Running the Jets sweep with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Elliott.
at the 3-yard line.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
7-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings
From
up
the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ezekiel Elliott. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
That's good.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ezekiel Elliott on the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Darnold gonna lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Intended for Jamison Crowder. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
throwing here on third down. Darnold. And he'll find Moreau here.
Complete to Foster Moreau.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, it told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Darnold.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 5 brings up
on 2nd down. It's Elliott. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A first down throw for Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, New York.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A gain of 3, second down.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 1.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
That's good.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
38-yard line.
Clinton Dix there for the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 10, Jets 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
Brings up
now Darnold. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And
when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Clinton Dix brought him down.
Throwing. Prescott. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Prescott from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. And let's take a peek at some of the defensive effort here that's helped them get this first half lead.
Yeah, I remember in school, we used to have a term for it, break on it. When you see the ball in the air, when you see a receiver make the cut, and you anticipate it, break on the football, get there, make a play. And we've seen a lot of that so far in this game.
Coverage has been excellent. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Darnold on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again on second down, Darnold. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, it's Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's third down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
To the air again, Darnold. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again is Darnold. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, Darnold gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the 3-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive, something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Darnold from the gun. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Darnold.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Darnold's pass.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up 2nd.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
the ball carrier.
Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Jets have made this a 1-score game. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Open man is the tight end Troutman. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now it's Darnold. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Complete.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This will be a jet sweep to Crowder. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he'll find Moreau here.
Darnold's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Darnold. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Christian Wilkins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 11 yards there, 1st down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Cowboys, 1st down.
They'll run with Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards
on 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Defense.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd and very short, Prescott. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
17-yard line.
This is Elliott. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with the Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out come the Jets. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Jets.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third.
Darnold to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it here with Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Keeps himself up, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's the option.
26-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Fowler. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
From the contact. He was covered by Noah.
Throwing again. Fowler. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Fowler's pass.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Fowler. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Haywood. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
looking
6.
to throw. Fowler. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
On 1st down, Haywood. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Number 35.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Number 34.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd down. Fowler. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through.
Is good.
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
27. Jets 17.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Pickens. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
The pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Pickens. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, New York.
Back to throw. Pickens looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, Pickens. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Cowboys' 28-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Neville Gallimore forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now a 1st carry here for Robinson. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
The score, Cowboys 27, Jets 20.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
At their own 29-yard line.
And out now come the Cowboys. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. Haywood, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. On second down, Haywood. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard.
The Dallas defense, here they come now onto the field. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And
one final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Pickens. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million